Hi all, a very good evening. So the topic of today discussion will be roadmap of our series. So in this series we will start from unit and dimension, then we will move to kinematics. After that we will move to NLM, kinematics, where we will discuss about NLM circular motion. Then we will move to rotational motion, then fluid mechanics, then uh, optics, right? After that we will proceed to electricity, gravitation, electricity current, then electrostatics. So in this way we will going to proceed in this series. So the topic of today discussion is how we will going to start from basic. So I'm assuming that you guys have ideas up to 10th level of physics. So we will start from 11th, not focusing with your, not aligned with your syllabus. We will deep dive into the our subject wise manner, like our chapter wise manner. We will not follow any syllabus things. First, in first part of the series we will discuss about unit and dimension kinematics. uh, you guys have studied in class 9th and 10th that there are physical quantities, right? Like speed, velocity, mass, volume, density, electricity, amount of substance, all these are physical quantity. So how do we define physical quantity? You also have idea about this because you have studied these all these things in class 9th, I guess, where you have studied about all those quantity which can be measured by any instrument is called physical quantity. Then you have further divided physical quantity into two parts, that is fundamental quantity and derived quantity, where you studied that in there are seven fundamental quantities, and fundamental quantities are those which are independent to any other quantity, like they are not dependent on any other quantity, like mass, length, time, temperature, amount of substance, right? Thermo heat, uh, all these are our fundamental quantities. Now then you studied about derived quantities, so where you have discussed about quantity which are derived from fundamental quantities or any other quantity are called derived quantities, like speed, like velocity, like uh, you can say impulse, momentum. All these are derived quantities because it is derived from any fundamental quantity. So we can say that derived quantities are dependent on other quantity, right? Then you have studied about units of fundamental quantities or derived quantity. So you know that to define whether like if I generally mention 5, if I have to mention speed, then we will write 5 meter per second. But if we do not have unit, like meter per second is unit here, then how will you classify whether it is a speed or velocity or current or temperature, right? So for that reason we need to have unit. Then we will study about there are different system of units, like SI system or CGS system, foot pound second system, FPS system, right? So then we will study about all these different type of systems, and then we will study in conversion of from one system to another system, right? Then after we will study about uniformity of dimension, like in any equation, like in physics, in any equation of left dimension of left hand side should be equal to the right hand side, then only we can say that equation is correct. Like kinetic energy is what, half mv square. So the dimension of kinetic energy, that is energy, dimension of energy should be equal to the half mva square. Then only we can say that theorem is or equation is correct. So to verify whether equation is correct, an equation is correct or not, we need to first verify whether the dimension of left hand side and dimension of right hand side is equal or not. If dimension is equal, then only we can say that formula may be correct. We can't say 100% that formula is correct, because even though formula dimension is correct, formula might be incorrect. How we can say that? Like let's say for kinetic energy, we know that kinetic energy equal to half mva square, right? But if you have studied that there is no unit for magnitude kind of things, like half is unitless. So even though we will remove half from the formula, this, like if we will write ke equal to mba square, then also the dimension of left hand side and dimension of right hand side will be equal, right? So even though dimension is equal from equal both side, we can't say the formula is correct. But if dimension is incorrect, then 100% we can say that formula is incorrect. So that is the way to verify whether our formulation is correct or not. Then we will study about estimation. So this way we will cover unit and dimension. Actually I am setting up all the technical things today, so I am not going to start from today itself. I will start unit and dimension from tomorrow, or maybe from next Friday or Saturday. This is just a brief about our planner, how we will start our this series, how we will going to start this series, right? And thank you. This is all for today.